thank you very much. Appreciate it. Right, we are the owner of one Land Rover. Technically we've got a bit of a deal. We've got basically no warranty with it, but they do have to give us like the 30-day use warranty, which is obviously we understand that. That is really nice of them to, well, they have to give that by law, but basically we're not really to go down 15 grand for the lot. Also, if we got all the tire options included, the only thing this needs is a front loader and then obviously the tools to go on it. So we, they're gonna deliver the tires, but we've got wide tires with weights, we've got narrow tires, we've got obviously the standard tires. Yeah, so really looking forward to putting this through its paces. I did notice as well, yes, down here, this trailer apparently is to go with us. Apparently it is Jeff's, so we need to take that with us to the farm. But this must be some of the equipment he told me was coming, so we'll take that with us. We're gonna have to get a lift down, have to try and sort something out, because well, we can't carry all that on our we can't pull it all on our own. It's a long way back to the shop, so we have to we're gonna have to come back down at some point. But yeah, we've got a busy day today. I think we're gonna have to crack on with that seeding. I'm not really sure what we're gonna put in the field at the moment. We're gonna work that out when we get there, but I'm adamant I kind of want to put carrots in at some point. I don't know, without looking on the calendar. I've never done carrots before, so but I'm going to presume we're going to be able to do them because we have the planter on the trailer behind us. So yeah, it's going to be a very busy day today. But we are running out of March. I did obviously speak to Jeff, and I think I know he brought in a contractor to remove the stones. It wasn't cost effective to lease a machine to do it. It wasn't cost effective to lease a tractor to be able to pull said machine and then be out in the field for a whole day. Apparently some farmer near us had the equipment. Did it basically for some beers to help out. So yeah, so you either spend a lot of money or you buy someone some beers. I must admit, beer sounds good to me. Yeah, let's get this taken back to the farm. Jesus Christ, I hate driving down there. It's so bumpy. Unfolded. Let's leave that engine running for now, and then let's get this off of here. But yeah, we've got a very busy day. Well, a busy few days coming up really. Jump into this car. This tractor, this John Deere. I tell you what, I genuinely hate this colour. By far the worst colour on the planet. And it's not a green issue. I do like green. Don't like this shade of green. Jesus Christ. Come on. Come on. There we go. Oh, we've got that on. So we need to find somewhere to store this. Yeah, the telehandler. It is ours. Apparently he's splashing the cash at the moment. There's the seeder, got delivered yesterday. The Zetor, from what I've gathered, is also going. Don't really know if that's getting replaced or if that's just been got rid of, basically. Looking forward to finding out, I suppose, at the end of the day. Right, let's get that down there. I don't want to use that. I want to try and use my my tractor if I can. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to, but yeah, he said he was going to put some money into the farm. I don't know if the Bally Spring farm's been sold though. I genuinely just don't. I don't know. It could have been sold now. It's not for me to say. Yeah, not for me to say, not for me to ask. At the end of the day. That's only got a bale spike on it, so where is... Do we have a way of moving these bags off here? No, we don't, but I tell you what. If I'm going to have to use a bale spike to move these off here, I am not going to use this brand new Merlot to do that. I'm not going to break something that is brand new. I know the spike came with the Merlot. Yeah, so I would rather, if I'm going to break something, or the chance of breaking something, I would rather possibly break something that is old. I'll give you one thing, John Deere's not too bad, to be fair. John Deere doesn't seem too bad. This is going to be fun. How not to move big bags. Oh, I failed miserably with that one. You know what? I've always struggled with this kind of work. Always struggled with this kind of work. And you know what it is? Because I can't see. There we go. We've got it. Always struggled with this. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go and put that where this front handler was. Front loader, front handler, same thing. Let's get that in there. Perfect. But yeah, I wanna get on with the field work today. I prefer to be out in the field. This kind of work doesn't really interest me over much, to be honest. I do prefer to be out in the field. Well, here we go. Busy day today. Gotta get this in. Bag of fertiliser. Fantastic machine is this. Not the biggest thing in the world, but it. I'll give it one thing. We can fertilise at the same time, and I think that personally is going to be a good thing. Now I'm going to leave that bag of seed there because I've got an awful feeling we're going to do the bigger side today. I think that's the plan. But yeah, we need to get ourselves a big bag grab. It's not the best doing it this way. Shouldn't really do it this way at all, but I'm using what we've got at the moment, so I can live with it for now. But yeah, we don't want to be continuing to do it this way. This is not the proper way to do this. But sometimes you've just got to bodge something to make it work. I think a pallet fork would work even better than this. Do you know what? I'm just going to leave it there. I need to crack on today. I am not getting much done today at all at this rate. But yeah, now we need to drive over to the field. Let's hope there's not much traffic on the road. Right, that was a tight squeeze getting through there, that's for sure. Right. Go this way. There we go. We are planting crop. Got some barley going in. So big field is going to be barley, and like I say, I want to put some carrots down at the other side. Never done carrots before, but I'd like to do something new. He told me this is my responsibility to look after this. Obviously I told him I needed some seed, I told him I needed some fertilizer. I think we might reseed the grass fields as well this year. I think, to be honest, it would be worth doing. We don't know the condition of the grass, but we will get a cut off it no matter what, and just make sure that it is, you know, it's good enough, you know what I mean. The last thing we need is to be having some really bad grass, and I've got no idea what the condition of that field is like. I've got no idea what the condition of any of these fields are. Could have maybe done some samples, but we were just running a little bit late for getting things in the ground with the moving over really late. So yeah, we're here, we're doing it. This Ford is absolutely fantastic. It is pulling this seeder and absolutely no problems at all. I will maybe need to go to the garage though at some point, because there's a rod there on that door, and I don't think that rod down there on that door should be there. We'll just go and have a look, see if we can get that fixed. There we go. Look at that, absolutely fantastic. Absolutely loving this tractor. Yeah, I couldn't pass up on the deal. I really fancied the little Massey, but this has just got a little bit more horsepower. It had a few extras I didn't know about, you know, i.e. the tyres, things like that. You know, we do still have a little bit of money in the bank as well. We haven't got a lot. We've got about 7 grand in the bank, 7-ish grand in the bank. I couldn't tell you the exact figure without, you know, looking on it, but yeah, you know, we've got, it's about 7 grand in the bank. I spoke to the people for the land. Some of the land, well, the majority of the land is definitely out of our price range as it is. If we were to maybe go to the bank and get a loan, we might be able to get something. They start from 25 grand basically, for the smaller plot, which is opposite that house, which is right next to the road, which I'm not really keen on that price, that piece of land, for that, definitely for that price, because we'd have to put a fence in for the road to stop people driving, you know what I mean? And yeah, I'm not, just a little bit, or we'd have to put a hedge in, we'd have to do something. The next piece further down is, I think they said it was £35,000. The next piece further down, it's quite a lot bigger, but obviously you've got the easement through on the other farm, and then the bottom piece I think they said was 50,000. Basically they're the prices, and it basically goes on the size. So the bigger the field, you know, the biggest one's obviously the most expensive one. So yeah, there's a lot to think about. I'm not going to go to the bank this month because we've only just arrived over here. I think maybe if we go next month, we can be like, look, you know, we are working here, you know, we've got this deposit, we get paid again at the end of this month. You know, it'd be nice to go with a bigger deposit. Obviously I don't want to skint myself, you know, but if we went for, say, if we go for like the 50 grand field, for example, we've got a 10% deposit. That's pretty good. Now we would have to lease out a plough, obviously that's going to be on us to lease out. We can't expect Jeff to rent our equipment. He said we can use the equipment he's got, but I know he doesn't have a plough. I'm sure that one was on lease. I've not seen it on the farm since. Now, the shop do deliver quite a bit to the farm for us. You know, there are certain things we will go to the shop, especially if we have to go. I'm just thinking, actually, I wonder if I can use this trailer. If I use that trailer, I can put the car on the back of the trailer and tow it back with the tractor. I never thought of that. I already know he won't say no. To be honest, I might just do it. And then at least I get the car on the farm, and then I can use the car to get to and from work. But yeah, we had this on a day lease. I spoke to him, and the guys at the garage, they were lovely. I had no problems at all. I said, look guys, I'm really interested in this, but I'm really interested in the Massey that you've got as well. And they're like, well, explain that the Ford did come with the row crop tyres, the wide tyres, and to be honest with you, that sold it for me. It just came with so many little extras. Now we do need to get our hands on a front loader, but that's pretty much all we need. We've got a good 100 brake horsepower tractor with some really good options on it at the end of the day. Tell you what, it's getting a bit warm in this cab. Let's get that window open. Yeah, if we can get this barley in the field, I think beginning of April we'll get some carrots in that field over there. Obviously there's been no mention of the sheep. Like I say, I don't pester him. I don't want to be one of them people, I want to know the answer right now. I'm sure, he's getting contractors in to maybe look at price of a fence, or he's maybe even looking at, I could maybe put up like a chicken wire fence, a little wire fence. Sure, we can put something like that up ourselves, to be honest. I know he's talking about getting rid of the trees around his house. Maybe it might be worth chopping that down and taking it to the sawmill and getting it changed into some poles, some fence posts, Again, I don't want to come across as like pestering, but yeah, I'd love to be able to get some up there. Like I said, this grass around the edge of these fields is not the best grass in the world. But I'll tell you something, I bet you it would get the sheep in. It would definitely, it'd give the sheep something. If we get our hands on a bit of a digger or something, and maybe look at making a little pond for him as well, you know what I mean? So we don't even have to give him any water. If we've got like a little pond nearby. I know there's a pond down there at the bottom, but that's a bit too far away. We are looking really, really well here. Don't want to miss any of this field, that's for sure. Feeling we might need some more seeds soon. I don't think he's got the biggest capacity. I think it's a few hundred litres, maybe about 1,000 litres. No, we didn't use a whole bag, did we, of fertiliser? So a few hundred litres of seed, few hundred litres of fertiliser as well. The good thing is when the fertiliser goes down, it does make the ground look very wet. So that's handy. Just gives us a little marker for when we run out. Always uses more fertiliser than seed, that's for sure. This Ford is not struggling in the slightest. Not in the slightest. It's as simple as that. It's absolutely fantastic. I'm glad I got it. 'Cause, 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 'cause I think we'd be better though driving down this slope. Start at the top and work our way down. Probably be even better for us, but it's not the end of the world. We're kind of putting the Ford through our paces now. I think we are out. Let's have a look in there. Yeah. Oh wow, we've run out of seed for. Wow, this must be some very, very, very heavy ground. Well, that means we're gonna have to go back to the farm, and I should have brought the trailer here. I should have just left it all on the trailer and brought the trailer here. That would have been better. The good thing is we are not far from the farm, that's for sure. Well, we are well through a bag of fertilizer now. Explains why we definitely got more fertilizer than seed. Yeah. I'm surprised we ran out of seed first. It must be a very clayey area. Soil must have a high seed rate. There's no way this should have gone through as much as this already. Line ourselves up with where we were. There we go. Looking absolutely fantastic now we're back in the field. I don't know, I suppose we got quite a bit done, to be fair. Yeah, we're gonna definitely have to get a grab for the bag. The bill loader is just not very useful at all. It does the job but not well. And the thing is, if you're using a tool that does the job but not well, it means it's taking longer than it should. And at the end of the day, on a farm, time is money. It's that simple. Time is money. Slowly getting through this field. I've got to be honest, this is the best thing. Yeah, I know we got the Ford over in Bali, but we did that, you know, kind of as a favour to Jack, you know, because we did his fields for him and that. But to be honest with you, this is, oh my god, this is just so much better. Have to go up there and do another bit of a row, because there's not going to be enough room. I did do 3 headlands as well, but it's just not quite enough to get the turning circle. Let's get another one done, and then we'll that should be enough room. I'm not struggling in the slightest to do this. Yeah, it would have been nice maybe to have got a T-tank for the front. That would be a really handy thing to have. But I've got no way of connecting it anyway, so the Fiat would be really good for that. I think the Zetor has a front 3-point as well, so that would have been handy for that, but neither, well, the Zetor definitely doesn't have enough power to pull this seeder. I'm surprised this is. I'm sure the requirements on the PTO was 108 brake horsepower, and this has 100, and we're driving at the same time. I might be wrong. 108 might have been the bigger version, because I know there's this one, and I know there's like the Big Brother version. This field is just, we're flying through it. We're just also flying through seed, which is not helping at the moment. It's definitely nice to be out in the fields for the first time over here. I know next month I think we're going to have to start looking at preparing to do the grass work. do need to get some bales. I know there's a couple of bales. I know he owns a grass field. I'm sure he said the other one was an alfalfa field. I'm sure he said. Still not enough room to go around here. This is not good at all, and we don't want to get stuck on the hedges. Remember, this is our tractor. If we drive in a hedge now and cause damage, we've got to pay for it ourselves. And we do not want to be doing that. Now, we don't want to be doing it to Jeff's equipment either, but mishaps do happen, and we don't pay for it. But, you know, he gave us a wage increase just for getting a tractor, and then he's given us another wage increase just for it. We're getting basically, what, 30% more, 33% more wages than we did when we first started for it. But we own a bigger tractor now. I know he is still super busy. I don't know if he's had any luck selling the farm over in Valley Spring. If he hasn't, then maybe we'll go across one day, you know. We'll get a few days off and just pay a little visit or something, or I don't know. He gave us a chance, you know what I mean? He gave us a job. To be it is just nice to be in the fields again. It's been a little while. I know we were out technically ploughing earlier in the month, but it's a different kind of field work, you know what I mean? It's just so nice to be in our own tractor. It's just nice. Let's try and do it this way, so bit more of a turning. So we still don't have enough room to do a full 3-point turn in this field, so if we can maybe do it this way instead, we'll one at the bottom, one at the top. In our bumpy, this field could really do with being smoothed out a little bit. First barley in the field. I'm looking forward to carrots, although he said I can plant, he said the field was like mine to basically manage. I need to ask him actually, before I put carrots in that field, is he gonna have a way to harvest them? So I know obviously when we had the pig farm over in Ireland, you know, we had all the potato harvesting equipment. We're going to do for carrots. I know the cows can eat a bit of carrot and all, not loads, but I know the can use it, like it's just a bit of like filling really. I think I'm going to be running a bit low on seed at this rate. That's maybe the one thing this tractor misses, some kind of digital information to give me an idea on seed. We'll get to this row and then we'll have a look. I didn't realise I was going to have to do multiple trips. I did think maybe there'd have been enough seed in this, but if it's a clayey area, high seed usage as well, I've got no chance of... It's bigger than you think, this field. Bigger than you think. Right, let's have a look. Right. A bit of seed. No, plenty for now. No, that's the main thing. But it's so good. This tractor is so good. I must admit though, the Merlot on the farm. Oh, that Merlot is lovely. Can't get over that Merlot. Absolutely fantastic. One hell of a machine. One hell of a machine. Yeah, we'll definitely look at getting a bag grab. You know something? Depending on what I do with land, I might buy a front loader before I buy land. And I'll tell you the reason why. If we were to buy a bit of land, we'd have to like rent equipment, things like that. If we get a front loader first, at least we could maybe plant grass. Maybe look at speaking to other farmers and seeing if there's you know, if they're needing any bales. Maybe we can do bales and sell them, you know, people with any stables around. We don't have to just put a crop straight in the ground if we own a bit of land, but then obviously, you know, we'd need to move that piece of equipment. There's no way I'm going to buy land and then use his Merlot to like move bales on my land. I think that would just be a bit too much. Like using his trailer, for example, maybe a bit different. You know, maybe using a mower or something, you know, giving him, I don't know, giving him a couple of bales for using his mower. There's no way I can use his brand new Merlot to do all, you know, to move all the bales. He wouldn't say no. He's a really nice guy, and he wouldn't say no. But yeah, sure as hell, I ain't gonna try and take advantage. He gave us £5 grand for relocating. You know what I mean? He's a generous enough guy as it is. We're on £1,500 a month. Puts us up in the B&B. It's technically a pub, but you know, they've got a few rooms to do as bread and breakfast. Bread and breakfast is what I was going to say. Yeah, he pays that fee as well. There we go. We're out of seed once again. So close to getting finished. We're out of seed once again. Absolutely driving me insane. Yeah, it's not got a very big tank, this thing. It's not got a very big seed tank. Right, back to the farm we go once again. Crazy. Absolutely crazy how much seed this is using. I need more room than that, thank you. We are just gonna push out. Really? I'll give you all as being super nice and letting us farmers out. But Jesus Christ, you don't give me much room to do it. But we need to kind of put the wheel of the seeder on this grass verge on the left hand side. It's a little bit wide. Back to the farm. It's not far to travel at all. But it is so nice to just spend the day in the field. I don't want to get too close because then we'll have issues loading. Let me get this all loaded up. Oh, we're finally gonna get finished. Up. Drop that down. And away we go. Couple more strips and we are all done. I just can't get over this machine. Just can't get over it. I'm just listening to the engine. It sounds nice. It's got no issues. It's just, yeah. I know the tractor, you know, the tractor and the car were both giving a once over to make sure they were, you know, they were in good nick and that. Yeah, the car comes with no warranty. Got a little bit of warranty with the tractor, like. You know, it's spending. To them, it's not a lot of money, but to me, it is, and that was my argument. I was like, you know, gotta look after it and keep on top of it. And we're gonna give it a service, I reckon, every few months, just like an oil and filter change. Nothing massive or major, just we know it's an old machine and we just basically got to look after it as best we can. There we go. A little bit when we come back the other way, and that is it. What a fantastic day. These are the days I love the most, where you're just in a tractor, in a field, just doing your own thing. And like I say, I don't need any man management for this. I said it with ours to look after. Bit we've missed here, we'll just tidy that up there like that, and there we go, all done. Do we just want to go over this little patch here, because there was a little bit of a ball ache to do that bit. Like I said, this field is not exactly flat, or remotely smooth either. There we go. That should be that just about done. And we've got a pretty good looking field. Yeah, I love this seeder. Fertilizing is all done at once. You just can't argue with it. It's absolutely brilliant. Days having to use that tiny little fertilizer seeder we had over in Ireland, that's for sure. That thing was tiny. I know he wanted us to try and use slurry, but yeah, he hasn't got a tank yet. I don't know what's going on with that. Yeah, we're just gonna get these little bits. The only downside to using something so small, I do tend to miss a little bit more than I should, but there we go, all done and dusted. And then we'll get on with this one. Yeah, it's not the biggest. Then again, you say it's not the biggest, but it's a lot bigger than you think. He had all the potato equipment. Look at that hill. Yeah, the seeder. Oh, the planter might just miss little bits on that one. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That is absolutely fantastic. What an absolute machine that is. It looks amazing. Yeah, that's another day on the farm done. is a very tight fit through here. Very, very tight fit. Oh, every car in the world. Come on. Every car in the world. But yeah, that is going to be us done for today. I think it is a... I'm not really going to get much else done on the farm today, that's for sure. Definitely not. If I start planting that carrot now, I'm definitely not going to get it in for the end of the day, that's for sure. And again, saying that, it is a bigger machine. It's a lot bigger machine. I'm going to presume he's got some kind of harvester coming though, because why would he buy a planter? The thing is he doing potatoes again, or is he getting a... I don't know. It's something I need to discuss with him at some point. Let me get that over there. We'll get that over there, and I think we'll put that... I know this is a little repair area. He's got his toolbox and that, but yeah, we'll get the cedar over here just out of the way to get it as close to that wall as we can, because we're going to need that bale trailer soon. I think we'll need that bale trailer before this cedar. I'm hoping for some really, really good weather in April so we can get the grass dried out and cut, and yeah. There we go. Do you know what? I should have maybe given the cedar a bit of a clean, but I'm definitely giving the tractor a bit of a clean. Now this is just newness. I best leave the engine running high. Whoa! Now let's get this window closed. There we go. We do not want to be spraying any water in that window. Yeah, let's just give this a little one. I tell you what, it looks really nice with the fenders on. The tight gap with them tyres, innit? Talk about big boy tyres. Jeez. So there we go. Oh, we are done and dusted. So another successful day. See what I will do actually. I might go and I might go pick our car up. Some of that definitely needs doing. Oh, I also need to move them 2 bags there. Yeah, I need to definitely go and price up a front loader. That's for sure. Yeah, that is going to be what I do this afternoon. I'm going to go and take this trailer to the shop, and I'm going to go and pick my car up, so I don't have to park my tractor in the pub anymore. And there we go. That is my afternoon plan.